Hi everyone, Emily LeDuc here with LeDuc Marketing. Our topic this week is Email Readability 101. So today we'll talk a little bit more about what email readability is, how it can impact your engagement rate, and some readability best practices that you can start implementing. So first, what is email readability? So essentially, it's how clear you are in conveying your message. So readability ties back to the copy and design of your campaign. And if you don't pay attention to these important elements, it could negatively impact your email engagement and other goals related to the campaign, including conversion. So let's look at some ways that your engagement could be, or just your results, overall engagement could be impacted. So you could see low open rates because maybe your subject line was too long or written with generic copy. Maybe it didn't make sense to the subscriber and it was confusing. So just a quick tip, you usually want your subject line to be around 40 characters or less. But as for click rates, you might see low click rates because your email wasn't designed for mobile devices. Maybe you're using too many images that aren't rendering and showing up for your subscriber. Or maybe your campaign just has a lot of text that isn't broken up into shorter paragraphs and headlines. So again, if your goal is to drive conversion with your campaigns, but you're seeing low engagement because you haven't considered readability, you're much less likely to reach your conversion goal. So let's look at a few different best practices that you can start implementing. First one, as it relates to copy, hire a copywriter that is creative and unique. So we all receive a lot of emails. How are yours standing out from the rest? You also want to make sure that you're writing to the reading level of your audience and you're clear and straight to the point. As for design, there are many different best practices that come to mind for readability. A few are using a minimum font size of 14 so that people can see what you're writing. And then also adjust your body copy so it's left aligned for larger sections of copy. It's just easier on the eyes, especially with mobile. The next one, you want to make sure to not use too many images, because if your subscriber has images blocked, they might not see any of your message, including your call to action. So do some testing with images turned off just to see what part of your message will actually show up for your subscriber. And most people, so they are skimming when they're reading. I mean, that's just kind of natural how things are today. We all are short on time skimming things. So break up your content into paragraphs with headers. Also be inclusive with your design by using alt tags and appropriate color layering so that your campaign is accessible to all. And lastly, you want to optimize your design for dark mode if you can. So that could include cropping images to avoid unwanted white space, maybe use transparent images. But a great place to start is, again, testing your email to see how it appears in dark mode. So now that we know what readability is, how it impacts your engagement, and a few best practices to ensure that you're providing a positive experience for your subscriber and hopefully hitting your conversion goals. So as always, please reach out if you have any questions at all. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel and email list if you haven't already, so that you're informed about the different topics that I talk about each week. Next week, we'll be talking about marketing automation and why it's important for small businesses. And then lastly, I'll switch over to this slide. Any links here listed for my website, LinkedIn, they're all listed below. So thank you all for joining and can't wait to see you next week.